Ladies, have you ever wondered what truly makes a man vulnerable? While society often portrays men as strong and fearless, the reality is, just like women, they have their weaknesses too. Understanding these can help you build a stronger, more meaningful connection with the men in your life. So, let's dive into 11 male weaknesses every woman must know. Fear of emotional vulnerability in men. From a young age, many men are conditioned to believe that showing emotions is a sign of weakness. Society often expects them to be strong, stoic, and in control at all times. While women are generally encouraged to express their feelings, men are frequently told to man up or be tough. As a result, they develop a deep-rooted fear of emotional vulnerability. Emotional vulnerability means opening up about one's fears, insecurities, and struggles. However, for many men, doing so feels risky. They worry about being judged, misunderstood, or even rejected. This fear stems from both personal experiences and societal expectations. For instance, if a man shares his emotional struggles and is met with ridicule or dismissal, he may withdraw even further, reinforcing his belief that emotions should be kept hidden. In relationships, this fear can create challenges. A man might struggle to express love, admit when he's hurt, or communicate his needs effectively. Instead of discussing his emotions, he may bottle them up, leading to frustration, misunderstandings, or even emotional distance. His partner may interpret his silence as indifference when, in reality, he simply doesn't know how to open up without feeling exposed. This fear also extends to friendships and professional life. Many men hesitate to share their struggles with friends because they don't want to appear weak. In the workplace, they might avoid discussing stress or anxiety, fearing it will make them seem less capable. Over time, suppressing emotions can lead to mental health issues like anxiety and depression, yet many men hesitate to seek help because of the stigma attached to it. However, breaking free from this fear is possible with the right support and understanding. Women who recognize this struggle can help by creating a safe space where men feel comfortable expressing themselves. Instead of pressuring them to talk, patience and reassurance go a long way. Encouraging open and non-judgmental conversations, showing empathy, and validating their emotions can help men feel more secure in sharing their inner thoughts. Ultimately, emotional vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. When men learn to embrace their emotions and express them in healthy ways, they experience deeper relationships, improved mental well-being, and greater overall happiness. Helping men feel safe in their emotional expression benefits not just them, but also their relationships and society as a whole. Pressure to be the provider in men. For centuries, men have been expected to be the primary providers in families and relationships. Even in today's modern world, where gender roles are evolving, many men still feel an immense burden to achieve financial stability and success. This pressure is deeply ingrained in society, often making them believe that their worth is tied to their ability to provide for their loved ones. From a young age, boys are often taught that their primary role in life is to earn, protect, and support their families. They grow up believing that success is measured by their career achievements, income, and ability to offer financial security. This mindset can lead to constant stress, especially when they struggle to meet these expectations. In relationships, men who feel financially inadequate may experience feelings of shame, insecurity, or even failure. If they are unable to provide the lifestyle they believe their partner deserves, they may withdraw emotionally or become frustrated. Some might overwork themselves, sacrificing their well-being to meet financial demands. Others may avoid serious relationships altogether, fearing they won't be able to fulfill the provider role. The pressure is even greater during economic hardships, job losses, or career setbacks. Society often judges men harshly if they are unemployed or earn less than their partner. Even when couples share financial responsibilities, many men still feel an unspoken obligation to be the main breadwinner. It is important for women and society as a whole to challenge these outdated beliefs. Providing is not just about finances, it also includes emotional support, love, and partnership. Encouraging open conversations about financial pressures and reassuring men that their worth isn't defined by money can help reduce this burden. True strength lies in teamwork, understanding, and shared responsibilities in a relationship. Fear of rejection in men. Rejection is a difficult experience for anyone, but for men, it can feel especially harsh due to societal expectations. From childhood, many boys are taught to be strong, confident, and persistent. They are often expected to take the initiative in relationships, careers, and social settings. This makes rejection a direct blow to their self-esteem and sense of masculinity. One of the most common areas where men fear rejection is in romantic relationships. Traditionally, men are expected to make the first move, whether it's approaching a woman, asking her out, or proposing. When they face rejection, it can feel personal, even if it isn't. A single rejection can lead to self-doubt and hesitation in future interactions. Some men, after repeated rejections, may avoid putting themselves in vulnerable situations altogether, leading to loneliness or a fear of intimacy. This fear also extends to professional and social life. In careers, men may hesitate to apply for a promotion, pitch an idea, or start a business due to the fear of failure and rejection. In friendships, they may struggle to express their true feelings, fearing they won't be accepted or understood. Over time, this fear can hold them back from growth and new opportunities. Unfortunately, society often ridicules men for expressing these insecurities, reinforcing their fear of rejection. To overcome this, men need encouragement to reframe rejection as a learning experience rather than a personal failure. Women and society can support them by fostering an environment where men feel safe to express emotions without judgment. Ultimately, rejection is a part of life, and learning to handle it with resilience helps men build confidence and emotional strength. By understanding this fear, we can help men navigate challenges without letting rejection define their self-worth. Insecurity about physical appearance in men. While discussions about body image insecurities often focus on women, men also struggle with concerns about their physical appearance. However, due to societal expectations, men are often less vocal about these insecurities. Many feel pressured to maintain a certain physique, height, or level of attractiveness to be perceived as desirable, strong, or confident. One of the most common insecurities among men is body shape and muscle tone. From a young age, they are exposed to images of muscular, well-built male figures in movies, advertisements, and social media. This creates an unrealistic standard, making men who do not fit this mold feel inadequate. Some may overcompensate by excessively working out, while others may avoid situations where their bodies are exposed, such as swimming or gym environments, due to fear of judgment. Another major concern is height. Society often associates height with dominance, success, and attractiveness. Shorter men may feel less confident in dating or professional settings, believing that they are at a disadvantage compared to taller men. This insecurity can sometimes lead to feelings of inferiority or even avoidance of certain social situations. Hair loss is another common insecurity, especially as men age. Since a full head of hair is often linked to youth and vitality, hair thinning or balding can significantly impact self-esteem. Many men go to great lengths to hide or prevent hair loss, trying various treatments or even wearing hats to conceal it. Addressing these insecurities requires understanding and reassurance. Women can play a significant role by offering genuine compliments and reminding men that their worth is not defined by physical traits. Encouraging confidence, self-care, and self-acceptance helps men feel valued for who they are rather than just how they look. The need for respect in men. Respect is one of the most fundamental emotional needs for men, often just as important as love. While both men and women value respect in relationships, men in particular see it as a core part of their identity and self-worth. When they feel respected, they are more confident, motivated, and emotionally secure. However, when they feel disrespected, whether in relationships, workplaces, or social circles, it can deeply affect their mental and emotional well-being. In romantic relationships, men often equate respect with appreciation and acknowledgement. They want to feel valued for their efforts, whether it's providing financial support, making decisions, or offering emotional strength. If a man feels that his opinions, choices, or abilities are constantly questioned or dismissed, he may start to withdraw or become frustrated. Even small gestures, like acknowledging his hard work or trusting his judgment, can make a significant difference in his self-esteem. In professional and social settings, respect plays a crucial role in a man's confidence and interactions. Many men thrive in environments where they are recognized for their skills, intelligence, and leadership. If they feel overlooked, belittled, or undermined, it can lead to self-doubt, resentment, or even aggression. This is why many men are sensitive to public criticism. Being corrected or criticized in front of others can feel humiliating. Respect doesn't mean blind agreement or submission. It means recognizing a man's value, treating him with dignity, and communicating disagreements in a constructive way. Women can strengthen their relationships with men by showing appreciation, trusting their decisions, and offering support instead of harsh criticism. Ultimately, respect builds confidence, emotional security, and a stronger connection in both personal and professional relationships. Struggles with expressing love in men. Many men struggle with expressing love, not because they don't feel it, but because they have been conditioned to show it in different ways. Society often teaches men to be less emotionally expressive, prioritizing actions over words. Unlike women, who are generally more open with their emotions, men may find it difficult to verbally communicate their love, leading to misunderstandings in relationships. One reason for this struggle is that men often associate love with actions rather than words. Instead of saying, "I love you" frequently, they may express their feelings by providing, protecting, fixing problems, or simply being present. For example, a man might show his love by working hard to ensure his partner's financial stability, handling household repairs, or remembering small details about her preferences. While these actions speak volumes, they may go unnoticed if his partner expects verbal or romantic expressions of love. Another challenge is the fear of vulnerability. Many men feel uncomfortable being emotionally exposed, worrying that expressing deep emotions may make them appear weak. This is particularly true if they grew up in environments where showing affection was not common or encouraged. As a result, they may struggle to initiate romantic gestures, communicate their feelings openly, or discuss their emotional needs. Moreover, some men have different love languages than their partners. While a woman may prefer words of affirmation or physical affection, a man might prioritize acts of service or quality time. If these love languages are not understood, it can lead to frustration on both sides. The key to overcoming this struggle is understanding and patience. Encouraging men to open up without pressure, appreciating their unique ways of expressing love, and creating a safe emotional space can help build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. The competitive nature in men. Men are naturally competitive, often driven by an internal need to prove their worth, achieve success, and stand out from others. This competitive nature is influenced by both biological instincts and societal conditioning. From childhood, boys are encouraged to excel in sports, academics, and careers, reinforcing the idea that success is measured by outperforming others. While competition can be healthy and motivating, it can also become a source of stress, insecurity, and even conflict in personal and professional relationships. One of the main reasons men are highly competitive is their desire for status and recognition. Many men tie their self-worth to their achievements, whether in their careers, finances, or physical abilities. This need to be the best can push them to work harder and strive for excellence. However, when competition turns into constant comparison, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy, especially if they perceive others as more successful. In relationships, this competitive mindset can sometimes cause tension. A man may feel challenged if his partner is more successful, leading to insecurity or even resentment. Additionally, some men may struggle to celebrate their partner's achievements because they view success in a comparative way rather than as a shared victory. The competitive nature of men is also evident in friendships and social interactions. Many men engage in friendly rivalries, whether in sports, video games, or career advancements. While these competitions can strengthen bonds, they can also create unnecessary conflicts if not kept in check. Understanding this trait can help women navigate relationships with men more effectively. Encouraging teamwork rather than competition, recognizing their efforts, and reassuring them that success is not a competition within the relationship can help men balance their competitive drive with emotional well-being. Fear of aging and losing relevance in men. Aging is a natural process, but for many men, it comes with deep-seated fears, especially the fear of losing relevance. As they grow older, men often worry about their physical strength, career stability, social status, and overall sense of purpose. Society tends to glorify youth, associating it with energy, ambition, and attractiveness, which can make aging feel like a decline rather than a transition. One major concern is physical aging. Many men feel pressured to maintain a youthful appearance, whether through fitness, fashion, or even hair loss treatments. Wrinkles, gray hair, and reduced physical endurance can make them feel less attractive or desirable, leading to insecurity. Since masculinity is often linked to strength, the loss of physical power can feel like a loss of identity. Another major fear is career and financial stability. In competitive work environments, older men may feel replaced by younger, more tech-savvy professionals. The idea of becoming too old for their job or struggling to keep up with new trends can create anxiety. Many men define themselves by their professional achievements, so losing a job or retiring can make them feel like they've lost their purpose. Socially, aging can bring feelings of isolation and irrelevance. Friendships may fade, children grow up and become independent, and social circles shrink. Men who were once admired for their success and energy may feel overlooked or forgotten, leading to loneliness or even depression. However, aging does not mean losing value. The key to overcoming this fear is embracing new phases of life with confidence. Staying active, learning new skills, nurturing relationships, and finding new passions can help men remain fulfilled and relevant at any age. Encouragement from loved ones and a positive mindset can make a significant difference in how men perceive aging. The need for personal space in men. Personal space is essential for everyone, but for men, it often holds a deeper significance. While relationships, friendships, and social interactions are important, men also need time alone to recharge, reflect, and maintain their sense of individuality. This need for space is not a sign of emotional distance or disinterest. Rather, it is a natural way for them to process thoughts, reduce stress, and regain energy. One reason men value personal space is that they are wired to solve problems independently. Unlike women, who may find comfort in sharing their emotions and seeking support from others, men often prefer to process their thoughts alone before discussing them. If they are dealing with stress, challenges, or personal struggles, they may withdraw temporarily to regain clarity and confidence. Another aspect of personal space is having hobbies and interests outside of relationships. Whether it's watching sports, playing video games, exercising, or engaging in a creative pursuit, these activities give men a sense of freedom and fulfillment. Having time to focus on their passions helps them maintain a healthy balance in their lives and prevents feelings of being overwhelmed. In relationships, some partners may misinterpret a man's need for space as a lack of love or interest. However, it is important to understand that space does not mean detachment. Giving men the freedom to enjoy their alone time strengthens relationships rather than weakens them. It allows them to return more emotionally present, appreciative, and engaged. Respecting a man's need for personal space fosters trust, emotional security, and long-term relationship satisfaction. Encouraging open communication about personal boundaries and understanding that time apart can strengthen connections will lead to a healthier and more fulfilling relationship dynamic. The need for personal space in men. Personal space is a fundamental emotional need for everyone, but for many men, it plays a particularly vital role in maintaining mental well-being and a balanced sense of self. While relationships, work, and social interactions are important, men often require time alone to reflect, recharge, and process their emotions. This need for space is not a reflection of disinterest or emotional detachment. Rather, it is an essential way for men to maintain clarity, reduce stress, and preserve their individuality. One key reason for this need is that men are often problem solvers by nature. When faced with challenges or difficult situations, many men tend to retreat inwardly to figure things out on their own before discussing them with others. This introspection helps them feel in control and clear-headed. Unlike women, who may seek external support through conversation to process emotions, men are more likely to prefer solitary reflection to reach solutions on their own terms. The ability to step back and have time alone allows them to process their thoughts and emotions at their own pace without feeling rushed or overwhelmed. Moreover, personal hobbies and activities are an essential part of a man's need for space. These activities, whether it's sports, reading, gaming, or simply having time to relax, help men reconnect with themselves and recharge. Engaging in these personal interests gives them a sense of fulfillment and independence, providing an emotional outlet that prevents feelings of frustration or burnout. These solo moments are not just for relaxation, They help maintain a sense of individuality and personal identity outside of relationships. In romantic relationships, women may sometimes misinterpret this need for space as a sign of emotional withdrawal, but it's crucial to understand that it doesn't signify a lack of love or commitment. In fact, by respecting personal space, couples can build a stronger and healthier relationship. Encouraging time apart can help maintain mutual respect, reduce tension, and allow men to return to their partners more emotionally available and engaged. Sensitivity to criticism in men. Men, like anyone else, can feel hurt or defensive when criticized, but for many, the sensitivity to criticism runs deeper than it might seem. This heightened reaction often stems from a combination of societal expectations, personal insecurities, and the pressure to maintain an image of strength and competence. Men are frequently taught to be tough, self-reliant, and resilient, leading them to internalize the belief that they should not show vulnerability. As a result, criticism, whether personal or professional, can strike at the core of their self-worth and trigger feelings of inadequacy, failure, or shame. One reason men may be particularly sensitive to criticism is because they often tie their identity to their achievements and competence. In many cultures, men are conditioned to view success and productivity as key markers of their value. This can create a strong emotional attachment to how others perceive their capabilities. When criticized, they may feel that their skills, efforts, or even their character are being questioned, leading to an overwhelming sense of personal attack. Moreover, many men struggle with expressing emotions openly, which means that rather than discussing their feelings of hurt or disappointment, they may withdraw or react defensively. This tendency to bottle up emotions only intensifies the impact of criticism, as they lack the outlet to process and release their feelings healthily. In some cases, they might become aggressive or shut down altogether, making it difficult to address the underlying emotional response. In relationships, this sensitivity to criticism can create communication barriers. If a woman expresses dissatisfaction or gives feedback, a man may become defensive or avoid engaging in the conversation. Understanding that criticism, when delivered constructively, is not a personal attack but an opportunity for growth can help men manage their sensitivity. Encouraging open, supportive communication and focusing on positive reinforcement rather than only pointing out flaws can create a healthier dynamic and allow both partners to feel heard and respected. The desire to feel needed in men. For many men, the desire to feel needed is a fundamental aspect of their self-worth and emotional well-being. This need stems from both cultural expectations and deep-seated psychological needs that drive men to seek validation through their ability to be of service, to provide, and to protect. From a young age, many men are taught to be strong, dependable, and capable, with the expectation that they will always be there for others. This desire to feel needed, however, is not just about fulfilling obligations. It is rooted in the need for emotional connection and recognition. In relationships, men often express this desire through their actions. They want to be seen as essential and supportive partners, whether by providing for their family, offering emotional stability, or taking on tasks that show they are reliable. Feeling needed gives them a sense of purpose and accomplishment, and reinforces their role as valuable contributors to the relationship. If men feel that their contributions are unrecognized or unnecessary, they may experience frustration, self-doubt, and a sense of emotional emptiness. Additionally, the desire to feel needed can also be linked to insecurities about self-worth. If a man does not feel valued, he might begin to question his role in a relationship or community. This fear of being irrelevant can lead to anxiety, especially in times of change, such as during job loss or transitions in personal relationships. Acknowledging and affirming a man's importance and efforts can help alleviate this fear and boost his emotional security. It's important to understand that the desire to feel needed isn't about dominance or control. Rather, it's about connection. Men thrive when they know their presence is cherished and their actions have a meaningful impact. By offering appreciation and support, women and loved ones can help men fulfill this need in a way that strengthens the relationship and deepens emotional bonds. So ladies, understanding these weaknesses isn't about taking advantage. It's about strengthening your relationships. When men feel understood and supported, they thrive. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.